The sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
General West. The mic, boys. 51. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, seam six. Seam six. Ready.
On play action, Lawrence. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now?
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 2-18.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Justin Fields at quarterback gets the completion there. CD, what do you think the key is to stopping this talented former Buckeye?
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Rookie quarterbacks have to survive the initiation of the pressure of the NFL. Now, his athleticism can scare you a little bit because if he evades it, he can go a long way. in the beginning, you want his eyes to go to the rush, not downfield. So bring those extra guys and see if he can handle it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Fofo's a Mike. Mike's Fofo.
I got him.
44, Mike, 44.
To the air again, Fields. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 51.
Now!
Man, I got you. Rush in. Shift.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
51's the Mike. I don't think you got it, son.
Go.
Mike,
5.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. 44's the Mike.
To throw is Fields.
I'm coming.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Seahawks.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the Seahawks.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here's Smith to return it. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Just a yard to go here on second down. One play action. Fields. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now he'll escape to his left. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
44's Mike. Check. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put the team on the bus. Fofo's and Mike. Mike's Fofo.
Fields now to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Haywood. Tight end's right. 3 down. H3. 18. I'm going to come back to you.
Again, Fields. Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap, Fields. It's caught by OBJ. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Ready, set. Right there in the middle, 55. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They snap it to Fields. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Mike 55. 55. You got nothing.
Out of the gun, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Fields throwing again. It's caught. Beckham. Touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles.
And it'll be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Mike 35, Mike. Orbit. Let's go, D.
Throwing again is Fields.
They're running it.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
He's going deep for Brown. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
You don't want none. Mike 35, Mike 35.
A final shot before the break. Fields flushed out right. And that's incomplete. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Off. Bunch set. Eyes up. Bunch set. Watch 81. Watch 81. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Mike 35. Mike 35.
Throwing on second and long. Fields eluding the pressure right. And he will slide down with a good gain. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
Let's go now. 5, Mike. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Zoom. Mike. Here we go. Mike 35.
And they are going for it. Fields. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down now, it's Gibson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Gibson again. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence looking for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Play action. It's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields steps away to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it into the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And some room to work. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
Nice, sweetheart. Hey, orbit. Kill. Yes. Hey, turn it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Switch.
On the Seahawks 32-yard line.
Watch the whip.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Rolling to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. You go tight.
They'll run with Gibson. It's a first down and more for Gibson. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 72 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Delta. Mike 35. Mike 35. All day, just like that.
On first down, it's Fields. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check tight. 35's the mic. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Now Fields. Now this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper.
Fields pass complete to Austin Hooper. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and
From the 29, Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback, because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Gibson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Meanwhile, Fields' throw into the hands of Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
Hey, we got 3 down.
On first down, Fields. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Mike's 42.
On the ball.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. It's been pretty sensational.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 44, Mike.
Fields on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Slam. Orbit.
Now it's Fields. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his